See? I knew, he was the perfect person to tell that to.
Oh my God! See, he's got comfy slip.
I know. We should do.
I didn't come dressed.
No,
prepared.
I didn't either.
Hey, y'all got fits on.
Stop it.
See,
I
you
had
do.
someone saying I look like a grandpa.
You kind of do.
Grandpa.
I mean, yeah.
I like how you said no. You don't look like. You just were like, yeah, you kind of do.
Just a dad.
I look like a dad.
Not grandpa though.
You say you got that dad bod.
Damn, dude.
Grandpa. It's
It's
probably.
a good, clean fit though.
Yeah, Scott Perry would be proud.
I don't want it to be a Scott Perry being proud thing. Damn, dude. The rookie, Nique Clifford, hanging out with us. Conversations with Deuce and Mo. I was thinking about this last night, Nique. The fans were insane. And it's so easy to be like, oh, how amazing were the fans? But I want to know from like an NBA player perspective, like, what does it feel like inside when you're on the floor and like the crowd is just like 18,000 going crazy? Like, what do you feel inside?
Nah, that was the first time I really like heard it get super loud, and I was like in the huddle. Couldn't really hear what coach was talking about.
Whoa.
You just get like chills through your body and just makes you want to play as hard as you can for them, honestly. But it was a lot of fun, great environment. You know, it's kind of a rivalry game, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
So it was a cool experience.
Yeah, it's a different energy in there when you have like the other California teams come in, obviously, because you're always going to have the mixed bag. But what I love is that Kings fans are so competitive, and so they make sure their light the beam chants are a little louder, every chant is a little louder. But going off of some of the fans too, something that we noticed a few games ago or whenever it was the guys that were in the Clifford suits, the big red dog suits.
Grown men wearing Clifford costumes.
Grown men.
They some real ones.
How cool has that been? Like people just going in that direction with your name and everything.
Nah, that was dope. I've never seen nobody do that.
Really?
That was new. It wasn't even Halloween. So I was like,
They were like barking and stuff when you're doing stuff.
I was like, I need to get a picture with them, but I haven't seen them in it yet again. But I'm sure they'll be back. But I definitely owe them a picture.
That
was cool though.
Yeah.
Has your family been in any games yet?
Yeah, they've actually been to I think 2 or 3. So they've also got to experience it, and it's a lot of fun for them to be a part of all of that energy in the crowd.
What did they think of it? Like, I guess seeing you out there, like on an NBA floor, and people cheering you on.
Well, actually, they haven't been to a home game where I've played.
Got it.
Since I was out for a little bit, but they were at my first game away, which was cool for them. Starting for the first game, like it was a cool experience for them to be able to see that.
How have they shaped your journey? How have they shaped you?
I mean, they the ones that have gotten me to this point. You know, all the sacrifices and all the time and money they've spent on me throughout my, childhood to the point where I went to college and then to now. It's been a lot of sacrifices, so I owe a lot to them. But, I wouldn't be here without them.
What has, I guess this journey of just growing up, playing, college, getting here, what has the basketball journey taught you about yourself so far?
A lot of resilience. Went through a lot of adversity. Came from a small school, a small town. Like I wasn't supposed to be where I'm at today. So it was a lot of resilience and belief in myself, and a lot of supporting cast around me that have helped me get here. But it's all glory to God. He's the one that's helped me get here. So it's been a fun journey, but definitely just beginning.
You talk about your journey and how it was a little different, because I think everyone has this like, hey, I'm going to be a top McDonald's All-American, one and done, and then draft top 10 in the lottery. You have like this image or whatever. So for you, your path being different, when did you realize like, oh, I'm going to be an NBA player? I'm not talking about like dreaming about it. I'm talking about when you're like, oh no, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I was always super talented. It felt like I was good enough to be an NBA player, but I was always pretty small, skinny. So Honestly, until my senior year of college, my real senior year of college, that's when I started to finally get some recognition and take off a little bit, because my first 3 years of college were a little up and down and rocky. So that last year I had a really good year and started to get on the map and build some momentum for myself going into the NBA talks.
So you talk about your senior year. That's when it felt real.
Yeah.
So before then, at any point were you like, all right, what am I going to do after college?
Yeah, dang near. I was, I didn't know if I was going to be in the NBA. Like, I felt like I was good enough, but I was just in a situation where I wasn't able to fully, show my abilities. And it was tough for me, so I had to make a change, transferred, and ended up in a great situation where I was able to, kind of get to the point where I'm at now. But yeah, I thought I was gonna go overseas or something maybe, because I didn't know what it.
But it was
like.
gonna be basketball.
That's
still.
what I was gonna.
Oh yeah,
like,
I was always.
You weren't thinking about like another job.
I was always gonna do basketball, but I was gonna try and get to NBA, whatever it took. But I didn't know I was actually gonna make it into my senior year, probably.
So sticking around basketball, like it was never, were you ever in your mind like, oh yeah, I could do coaching, I could just be with an organization, or was it always like, I want to make sure to fight, keep doing what I can to get on that floor?
No, I was always going to play until my body can't play no more.
Yeah.
That's always been my
blood.
love and my passion. So I was going to play until my body can't no more.
Speaking of your body after games, so far, I'm curious what it's been like, especially with the NBA, the pace, the physicality and everything. But mostly, what is the first thing that you do after any game? Like, let's say post game, the game's over, you clean up, whatever. What is the first thing you're doing? Are you going home and doom scrolling? Are you going home and watching film?
Trying to stay away from that.
Okay. So what is it that you do?
I mean, after the game, I'd be in the facility pretty late, doing, sometimes I'll lift after the game, or we'll lift, do treatment, shower, eat. So I'll be at the facility till late and then go home. Usually my mind is still running a little bit, so it's hard for me to fall asleep right away. So I'll, maybe go watch the game, watch film, or watch the highlights or whatever.
A basketball
course,
sicko.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's different NBA players, they want to disconnect as soon as they get home, or they want to do something else.
Well, Kawhi's talked about he doesn't even watch other NBA games.
Yeah.
Everyone's got kind of a different approach to things.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Are you like a league pass guy? Or are you watching games pretty much every night?
I'll watch them here and there when I can.
Yeah.
I'm not like every game I have to watch, but I do like watching basketball. So whenever a game is on and I'm able to watch it, I'll definitely watch it.
Do you remember what first attracted you to the game of basketball as a kid? Like for me, I'm going to date myself a little bit.
Yes,
here.
you are. I already know where you're going with this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I don't want to do this.
Do it.
You got to.
Call him Unc in a second.
I already made fun of my outfit.
Yeah, okay, Grandpa, go.
I was 5 years old, and I saw Shaq dunk a basketball when he was in Orlando. I know. That's old. So, 93.
At a game?
Not at a game, on TV.
Okay.
No. I didn't go to a game until much later.
Definitely not going to a game.
No. We didn't have that money to do that. But I just remember seeing this 7'1" guy just dunk. I was like, this is surreal to me. I just wanted to watch all the time.
Yeah.
What was there a moment for you? Was there a player for you that made you go, oh, I like this?
Definitely Kobe. When I was a baby, I had the little tykes for him. My parents just put the ball in my hand right away. And first word was ball. So it was
really
destined to be. But then when I actually started to understand basketball a little bit, Kobe was the first guy that I just idolized and wanted to be like him. So he's always been my idol.
What was it about him for you?
I think just his mentality, his work ethic, and I think the smoothness of his game. I just fell in love with it.
Yeah. Okay. You fell in love with all those things, but something that you are probably a little better at, passing.
Wow.
I know.
Damn,
No. By the way, I used to practice Kobe's moves too, and his footwork and everything. So respect.
Okay,
We respect Kobe, obviously.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But he also destroyed the Kings a lot back in the day when we were kids.
Oh
And so
my
there's
God.
always just a little bit of
So you got to take your
Yeah, it's
shots
a
where
little
you can a little bit, you know? So like, he didn't pass much when he had that 81-point game.
Y'all
It's like,
grew up Kings fans though.
born and raised in
Okay.
Sacramento.
born and raised.
Yeah.
I hated Shaq. I hated
Yeah.
Kobe. I hated John Stockton. I hated Carmel.
All the
like,
above.
all the above.
Yeah.
Like I was a weird little kid, but Kobe was on that list, but a mad respect because I
Yeah,
also grew
you
up
got to.
hooping and it was the
Right.
same thing, right? Like just you want to be like him. I was
100%.
not. But the passing, your passing ability.
I feel like it's an underrated
It
aspect
totally
of your game.
is.
Like pre-draft, like I don't remember hearing much about. And then like after you get drafted, there's some guy on YouTube who put like all of your passes from last year. I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy can play make a little bit.
Yeah, we just watch your highlights whenever we're not talking to you.
Oh man, that's love.
Yeah, but no, your
take the
feel,
glaze.
your passing, like where did that come from then? Who did you watch maybe to get some of that?
I think just playing point guard most of my life when I was young. I
Yeah.
usually just had the ball a lot when I was a little kid. So I feel like that's where I gained my feel for the game and my IQ, just learning how to play. And my dad always made me facilitate when I was like 4 or 5 when we were playing in the little YMCA leagues. I was super competitive, so I'd get my 10 points. He'd let me get my 10 points, and then the rest of the game, I'd have to get the rebounds and just pass the rest of the game. So I think
great.
it sounds funny, but I think it really came from that, my unselfishness, and I like to pass the ball.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound funny. That sounds like
Yeah.
a genius plan by your dad.
Yeah, he might be a little smart.
Who was his
sometimes.
favorite player growing up? Or didn't he-
Dominique Wilkins.
That's what it was.
Magic Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominique,
Those two.
best in-game dunker in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone talks about
Yeah.
Vince Carter,
He's
but
definitely
Dominique,
up
you
there.
go pull up some of those clips
Oh,
on
man.
YouTube.
The
He
whole
would
team.
destroy people.
Facts.
I mean, disgusting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I only watched highlights, and it was like it's insane that some of them are actually in game.
Yeah.
So,
It don't make no sense.
but is that why you got the name Nique too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
named after Dominique Wilkins.
That is so
Have you
cool.
met him?
Nah. Hopefully in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Well, he does Hawks games. He'll be in town at some
Yeah,
point.
That's what they were telling me. Hopefully in
Yeah.
Atlanta, I'll get to meet him, and I'm trying to bring my parents to that game. So
That's amazing.
yeah, that'll be a cool moment for him if he gets to meet him.
So last night it was us talking to you after the game on that post game show, and we were asking you about Russell Westbrook, and after a huge game for Russ, and you said he's always been one of my top 3 point guards. You know, if not number 1, top 3. Who are the other 2?
I mean, it's debatable. Like you can put Magic and Steph in there, of course.
Yeah.
Just because of their greatness. But honestly, Westbrook has always been, he's been my go for point guard my whole life. And it's just like the way he impacts the game from all levels. He plays hard, his passion. He's always been my number 1 point guard. But you could argue Steph
Wow.
and Magic, of course.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything that surprised you so far about him? Because, of course, you're watching his game, so you know what he's
Yeah.
capable of the years. You know his resume, but just his approach, him as a teammate, like share something about him early on that's maybe surprised you or something that's just been really cool about being his teammate.
I mean, the fact that he's still doing what he's doing.
Dude.
Like, how old is he? Like,
Almost 37.
yeah, it's like he's been doing it so
Insane.
long. He still got the burst to him. He still has the same passion and energy and competitiveness. That's been super impressive. And then just as a teammate, he's been a great dude to learn from. Seeing how he approaches it every day, real professional, and always has the same like energy and smile that you see when he's playing. Like that's who he is off the court too. So it's been real cool to be a part of that and get to play with one of my favorite players of all time.
That's cool.
And obviously, when you were drafted here, he wasn't on the team. So then,
Yeah.
when you found out that was going to be a possibility, how did that make you feel?
Oh man, it was crazy because when I was going through the pre-draft process, his brand, Honor the Gift, was actually looking for somebody from the pre-draft to, kind of do some things with.
Yeah.
And I ended up being the person that they chose to do that, I think through some connections. So I was already with this brand, which was like
cool.
super cool. One of my favorite players, I'm with Westbrook's brand. And then to see he's coming to Sacramento was like, man, this can't be real.
Yeah.
Can't be real. But
I'm
it's a
giddy
great
for
guy
you.
to have for Sacramento. I know the fans love him, and just a great energy dude.
That the passion. I think what you hit on is like, yeah, he's been doing this for so long, and he still approaches it the same way. I feel like everything I've heard about him is he treats like a practice or a shoot around like it's a game. Like there's a seriousness and a focus about him and an intensity. And that's so valuable. And then we were talking about last night to be 18 years in and still be, I feel like more times than not, one of the most athletic guys on the floor. It's like,
Yep.
what does he do with his body to take care of himself to be able to do that?
It's crazy.
Because that's a lot of mileage too.
Man, what? He's jumping up higher than the centers for rebounds. And
Do you ask him what he
like,
eats?
Wow. No, but I'm going to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Body's still
He's
jacked.
jacked.
He's,
Pass along that diet plan to me, man. I've never been explosive, so who am I kidding? But like seriously though, that's it's so cool that you have not only someone that you've idolized over your life of loving basketball, but now that you're playing with him and you get to pick his brain and kind of take on some of that knowledge. And I know we've talked about what makes his game so special and what maybe has surprised you, but like, is there anything specifically from his game this year that you can take on from him already that you're learning?
Yeah, just, I mean, from a competitor standpoint,
Yeah.
like how he competes every possession, every time he steps on the floor. So the mentality aspect, and then just certain things that he does, like certain moves, some of the bursts, and just the way he reads the game.
Yeah.
You know, you seen it last night, some of the passes he made. It's like, yeah, that's a lot of stuff I could learn from. And definitely somebody I need to pick his brain each and every day. If I was a smart man.
Seems like you are.
I know it's early in your rookie season. Has there been any like surprises about the NBA? Like, you're, oh wow, I didn't expect this, or even playing. Is there anything that's popped to you?
Definitely the way they treat rookies with fouls. That's been an adjustment.
Yeah. Oh
They
my
call
god.
everything on rookies. They
Do you
don't
not
last
get
night-
me started right now?
Barely. The verticality on JK last night, you were like this, and then they call
Yeah,
it.
they don't like rookies. So I've had to adjust a little bit with defensively, how physical and stuff I could be or reaching. And then just, you know, the talent, the size, the pace. That's also been a little different, of course, than college. But I feel like I was well prepared playing a few years of college, that I've been able to adjust pretty easily.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's a lot of things I'm still learning and adjusting to, but it's been a lot of fun just to be a part of that challenge of growing.
I feel like you've handled the physicality well.
Yeah.
Like sometimes for rookies that can be an adjustment, but it
And I
feels like
think
you got
it's
good strength.
my time in college,
Yeah.
lifting so much for 5 years, that it definitely gives me an advantage over some of the rookies who were maybe did 1 year in college.
Yeah.
So that transition has been a little more seamless.
Have you had your rookie welcome to the NBA moment yet? Not even like someone posterizing you or
Yeah,
anything
nah.
like that. Just
I mean, a little bit. I know people were saying the last game in Denver when
No.
Jamal Murray.
I'm not counting. That was great defense. You made a great shot. It was a great
but
shot.
It's like that's
Deuce
the
is
level
like-
that I'm playing at.
Roll
It's
the tape.
like it's high level shot making, high level players that you could play the best defense in the world and somebody gonna hit a tough shot.
yeah.
So that maybe was kind of a welcome to the NBA.
That's
Seeing
fair.
what Jokic was doing was like, yeah, it's too easy.
That's nuts.
Giannis.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. What's it like being on the floor with Giannis?
Oh man, that dude's he's a freak for a reason. He's
Because we all
called
see
the
it up
freak.
close, but you talk
for a
about
reason.
jacked, like, and then he's so athletic, and when he's going downhill, I'm like,
Man,
what do you
I don't
do?
know how you stop it. It's
Yeah.
like he's palming the ball from half court to the rim. Long arms, like
Space
Space
Jam.
Jam. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know how you stop that.
Yeah.
I didn't guard him too much, so I wouldn't say that's my welcome to
Sure.
the NBA moment, but seeing it was like, yeah, that's crazy.
I love that he did call out like a good defensive play as his welcome to the NBA moment. Just someone making a
Yeah,
tough
because
shot.
it just shows you like the level of shot
talent.
making in this league. The league is just so talented. Like, you know, every year you look at the season, you're like, I don't know if this team's gonna be that good. And every night I'm watching games going, there's just a lot of talent up and down, even on the teams that may not be that good. It's just, this is a talented league.
Yeah, it's the best of the best. That's
Yeah.
why it is for a reason. But even the big name guys who aren't big name guys, you know, they're high level players.
Yeah.
They were the best at their schools previously in college. It's every night you got to show up to compete.
You know, you were talking about Giannis and then Jokic, obviously two different players, because Jokic is not some explosive athlete, but just watching him and how he can manipulate a game.
Oh man, it's crazy.
What is there anything? I mean, you've watched him over the years.
Just sharp.
Yep.
It was super sharp.
Yep.
Like his passes, his reads, and then his touches, insane. Everything. If it touches the rim, it's gonna go in. I don't make no sense.
Yeah, it's like it's not even, you can't teach what he has, right? Like I guess it's experience, and it's each game and each year, you know, just getting better and getting his own feel. But I guess for you, do you feel some sort of growth or something else from each game that you've played, and even handling injury early on too, and not being able to play and just watching from the bench?
Yeah, no, that's definitely. I've felt more and more comfortable each game I'm starting to play.
Good.
You know, it was tough being out for a couple games.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the best way to get comfortable is through experience. So I'm definitely getting more and more comfortable, you know, within our offense, playing with different guys, learning how each guy, you know, likes to play and where their spots are on the court, how to play off of that. So that's definitely been getting better and better, and will continue to.
What drives you?
My family, the man above, and just my passion and love for the game. You know, I just want to be as great as I could be. You know, I was blessed enough to, you know, be in the position that I'm in, so I want to make the most of that. And I worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
So now that I'm here, I want to be able to, you know, help a team win. I want to be the best possible player I could be in my career, and that internally just drives me to want to be great.
Have you received any advice from anyone as you've been around a few vets, some guys, some players, some teammates that have obviously had some NBA experience? Have you received any advice? And if so, like, what was the best piece of advice?
It's a tough one offhand.
No,
Probably.
sorry.
You got me. You
You're
got
like,
me.
I don't know, eat your
You stumped me.
veggies.
Honestly, just like staying level-headed.
Yeah.
I think through so many games throughout the season, it's easy to just be up and down if you're losing, if you're winning. But you kind of got to stay even-keeled, which I already kind of knew through my college career. But 82 games is so many games.
It's a
Your
marathon.
body's going to hurt.
It's a lot.
Mentally, you're going to be fatigued, and we're just starting. So I think that's been the biggest piece of advice, is just being able to stay confident, stay together through whatever you go through, ups and downs.
Yeah.
The mental side is just so important. You know, we always talk about what you guys are able to do on the floor as athletes, the physical components, but you know, you guys have a life outside of basketball too. There's things that are happening, and like if you're going through a tough stretch, you have to mentally fight through. I mean, if we have a bad podcast, let me just tell you, I'm in it for a minute. I'm just like, what am I doing?
For a
like,
minute.
But it's like trying to find
That's how
ways
you
to get
feel.
out of it.
Nique, it's sometimes the most insane thing. Like, you would think that we had just gotten done with a game, and it's like we have to have a coach's breakdown, and sometimes we have to review tape. And I'm not even kidding. And I love it because it's how you get better, right?
Most definitely.
But it's a little insane. I mean,
I don't like how
it's a
you're
long
directing
season.
that at
It's a
me.
long season, dude. You got it.
She's
You gotta keep
saying it's
going.
your fault. She's saying it's your fault that the podcast was bad.
He brings on that head
she's
coach
saying
mentality.
It's my fault that I want to like overanalyze. You know what's so funny though? There's sometimes when you have a bad stretch, and this maybe apply to you, where you think like maybe like, oh man, I had a rough game, and then you go back and watch, and you're like, it was all right. It's
not
fine.
as
Like,
bad as you think.
Yeah.
You're never as bad as you think you
Yeah.
are. You're never as good as you think
so
you are.
mentally for you, if you're going through a tough stretch, how do you maintain your composure and fight through the mental hurdles?
I mean, I think you just always have to come back
Yeah.
to the work you put in. That's where
Yes.
confidence comes from, is just the work you put in. So, you know, you might not always make shots, and you got to focus on things that you can control. Like, you're not always going to make shots, so you can focus on defense. You can focus on your energy, playing hard, being a good teammate. Those things help you, I feel like, get away from thinking of all the negative things that can spiral through your mind if you're not making shots or if you losing games, stuff like that. And then just focusing on your teammates. I feel like when you focus on things other than just yourself, it definitely brings more positivity and light to what you're actually trying to accomplish.
It's good perspective.
Yeah.
We
Not bad.
appreciate you joining us the day
Seriously.
after a game.
No, this,
Yeah.
this is fun.
Good. I'm glad
like
you.
this.
Yeah.
I
See,
like
this is
this.
what we want. We just want to have
Yeah.
conversations and
Yeah.
have a good time
Hopefully
with
it's
it.
not a bad one.
No,
No,
it's
this is
I don't
great.
Want, I don't
You
want
know
y'all
what, we'll go-
spiraling after.
We'll go back and watch the tape, and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually really
Yeah.
happy with this one.
Yeah,
but you know,
watch the-
sometimes you
With
get
this
happy.
one, what was wrong with the other ones?
I didn't say. I was just talking about this particular one.
We'll watch the film on it after.
Yeah, we'll watch a film. We'll break it down. But you know, as the young here, as I'm dressed like a dad, apparently, my piece of advice for you: just don't laugh. Just enjoy this journey.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Because
like
I think
that.
sometimes, like, I mean, even for us, like on this like grind we're on, it's like you're so in it. You know, you're just so in it, and you don't appreciate like how far you've come.
Yeah.
Just like,
Man.
enjoy the ride, man. You're in the NBA.
No doubt.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it don't get much
Yeah.
better than that. It don't get much better. So I'm super grateful, and I don't take it for granted what I get to do every day and the people I get to be around. So you're definitely right about that.
Well, we appreciate you. Good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate y'all.
The one and only Nique Clifford.